Okay, camera assistant. I thought I'd share with you guys my VS Racing blow-off valves and wastegates. I got these through Steel City Performance Parts on eBay. They're a VS Racing, I guess, distributor. They were out of the 44 millimeter wastegates, and he said these are a Gen 2 wastegate, I guess, that are not out yet, that he had, I guess, for a promo or something. So we're going to show you, see what you think of them. A lot of people have been using VS Racing with good luck. Yes, it's China stuff, but it's well made, and I'll show you. And I know it's a different wastegate because the others come with extra springs, and you'll see when I pull this off what's going on here. You want to hold, keep this aimed in here.
Okay.
On what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, take the phone. Don't pop the bubble wrap. Has air from China. You get that corona. It'd probably be the corona light virus. But this is he told me is a Gen 2 44 millimeter wastegate. It's got ports for CO2. Sadly, you know, most Chinese stuff doesn't come with any paperwork. There's an extra clamp. I've already had this out and looked at it. There's the other for your exhaust. Whether you pipe you want to run, however you want to do it. Here's all the banjo fittings and so forth for it. I'd rather put like dash 4 braided line on all this stuff, so I might still see if I can do that. But to me, it looks like a tile. Sad thing is you can look in the box, it don't come with the 2 extra springs like a normal 44 does. Now, I've never seen a normal 44, so I couldn't tell you what this is. It is a VS Racing.
You have an incoming call.
Yep. Well, we're going to have to just settle in a minute. I got to step outside.
Talk for pause.
Nope, let me play. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Amazon showed up. More stuff. Anyway, the only thing I could see when I was looking at these and like Tile, Turbo Smart, Precision, the casting on them is really good. I'm going to take them apart because they recommend to take them apart because they may have some metal shavings and so forth in them. As you can see up inside there, there's some blue grease. From what I understand, the better wastegates have a bronze guide in them. These, I believe, have a powdered metal guide. Now, I've seen guys run these and have real good luck with this stuff. I've seen guys where they've actually switched from Tile or Precision over to these because the 2 wastegates and the 250 millimeter blow-off valves was $375. One Turbo Smart or Tile or something like that, basic wastegate, is going to cost you $300 and some dollars. If they don't work, I'm not out much. If they do work, fantastic. If they don't work, then I'm just going to buy Tile, Turbo Smart, probably Turbo Smart, because Turbo Smart makes a really nice stuff, and they make a hell of a manual boost controller. But we're going to give them a shot. There's the wastegate. I'll just set it back in here. And I will show you what the blow-off valve looks like. They're little things that make the whooshy noise. I had to contact the guy because I don't know what spring's in that. Now the blow-off valve, also black. No bubble wrap, so no worry about the corona light virus. VS Racing also, black, real nice. Seems to be like a tile designed. People say that the tile springs will work on these and diaphragms, so that's a good thing. But like I said, I've watched videos and guys that have took these apart, and they seem to be pretty good quality. You have an extra spring, which this spring, I guarantee, is much lighter than what's in there. Over here, you have your clamp. You have an extra O-ring. And then right here is your fitting to weld onto your charge pipe, going up to your hat, carburetor, throttle. And then you have your banjo fittings with your copper washers, sealing washers, for your air going in, pressure going in. I've never done turbos before. This is all new to me. I went with this stuff. Yeah, that's got a pretty stiff spring in it, because people told me to give it a shot. So, and I think on YouTube, I think Turbo John might be using this stuff. It looks like that's what he's got on his car, on his Mustang. Don't quote me, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But we're going to give this stuff a shot. We're going to see what it does. I did email the guy. He was stand up. He shipped this stuff, and I got it today on a Sunday from FedEx. He shipped it on the 14th. I got it on the 16th, and it come all the way from Pennsylvania. And I kind of drove him nuts emailing him. He was really cool about everything. But they didn't have these. He had these there, and he said he was losing a little bit because they're a little bit more money. He sent them to me. You know, the regular wastegate's about $95 to $100, depending on where you buy it. Summit sells them, I think, for $95. And Summit don't sell crap. If anything that they sell turns out to be junk, or it's cheap or cheesy, after a period of time and there's too many complaints, they'll quit carrying it. I've learned that dealing with Summit for 30 years. So we're going to see how these work. Also, out there, tear apart calendars and frame the pictures, hanging in my grandson's room. This stuff here, this is all the stuff for the 8.8. I thought when I ordered all of it, because I've ordered so much stuff, and then it sets in boxes, and I forget what I order. I've slept since then. But all of this stuff comes from this place, Quick Performance, off Amazon. They sell all kinds of really cool crap for axles and so forth. Everything here, I thought I ordered all Yukon stuff. I stand corrected. It's all Motive gear, except the carrier. The spool is Yukon. The carrier's in here, or vice versa. They're Yukon. This is bearing kit. Motive gear is good stuff. I don't care what anybody says. But there's all the bearings and everything for the 8.8. Crush collar, your new, damn it, for the ring gear. Now, although I'm not using it, I'll show it to you. There's a spool in here, and I got this just in case I decide to go that route. There's a mini spool. That's the regular flange that come off the rear end itself. Those don't go to this. Those are just in here. Those are actually exhaust studs. Let's see which way this damn thing opens. Here's a carrier. It's from Yukon. It comes center pin, new spiders. It's a 31 spline carrier. This is if I want to do the mini spool. And then in this box here is the full spool. So I'm still up in the air on what I'm going to do. Mini spool's a little bit more forgiving on the street. And then, and here, I'm not going to pull all that shit out. Everybody knows what a spool looks like. And I'm not going to pull this out either because it's in foam. But this is a 355, which is actually a 350 gear. They just say 355. But it says 350 when you look in the box. But, and there's the video I showed everybody where the springs, the new springs are in. We're going to use lowering springs. And then instead of drilling out my Caltrack plates for the 8.8, I'm just going to go back to Calvert. Calvert makes a plate for the bottom, the spring plate, for the stock 7.5, for the 3700 part number Caltrack setup. And they also make one for an 8.8, and they make one for a 12 bolt. So it's cheaper to go back through them and just get the plates than trying to modify mine. So, plus I got one that's bent. The right side one is torqued up pretty bad. And I torqued all the U-bolts to 75 foot-pounds, and it distorted that plate, chewed up the lowering block. So, and then there's my 140 amp Summit alternator that I had on it. We just painted it to match the block. And that's about it. I don't think I need to unbox my turmeric and that stuff I take, so. But that's about it. And again, if you're looking for stuff cheaper than Summit, Quick Performance, they sell on Amazon. There's their phone number. It's quickperformance.com. They sell all kinds of stuff. And another place you can go through on Amazon is Detroit Axle, is another place I buy a lot of stuff from. Brake rotors, tie rod ends, and everything else. You can buy a lot of stuff on there cheap. And the thing about Amazon is, if you're a Prime member, and sometimes even if you're not a Prime member, you can get large items like this shipped, where Summit would charge you, say my transmission, when I ordered that FTI transmission, they charged me $100 some for shipping. This right here, you order it through Amazon, free. So with that being said, I'm going to end it there. Everybody have a good day. And I'll put more up when I have more to put up. Bye.